Laura Ingle has been covering all the details. She's been on the story for 2 decades, I should add, not just today. You traveled the route from Peterson's home to where the van was found. Take me there. Take me to what you found.
Hey, Ashley. Yeah, we wanted to take a look at this because, many of us covering this case had heard about the tan or the white or the brown van, but never about this orange van. We still don't know if it is connected, but it is important to note it was very close to Scott and Laci Peterson's home, former home in Modesto. It only took us about 6 minutes to get there. Here's what we found. We're outside the former home of Scott and Laci Peterson's home in Modesto, 523 Covina. We want to show you directly across the street. That's 516, known as the Medina home, a family that used to live there that had a burglary happen right around the time frame of Laci Peterson's disappearance. A lot of talk about an orange van that was found burned out just a mile away. And now the LA Innocence Project wants to know, could all of that be connected? One of the working theories is that Laci Peterson came out of this house right here, 523 Covina, and there was a burglary in progress right across the street at 516. So we're going to make that drive to see where the van would have gone. It's about a mile away over to this alleyway where this burnt out orange van was located. This is the alley where the orange van was discovered December 25th, 2002. The van was found right here, fully engulfed in flames, about a mile away from Scott and Laci Peterson's home. This is in a notorious, dangerous area of town, and now some wonder if evidence found inside that van could hold a critical clue to this case. And, we've been looking at the photos of that van. And what was really interesting, Ashley, when we first saw the photos contained in the Los Angeles Innocence Project court document, that van was up against kind of this blue wall. There was some kind of a structure. So at first, when many of us saw the pictures for the first time, we thought, wow, that the van was found in an industrial area. But as it turns out, it was on this dirt pathway, this alleyway that goes, in between these rows of the backs of homes. And it turns out that one of those homes, the back fence, belongs to a family member of one of the burglars. Is it connected? That's what the Los Angeles Innocence Project is looking to find out. But we're talking about this burnt orange van set on fire intentionally. It was arson. We have the Modesto Fire Department report on that, the incident report. And when you look inside the back of the van, you see the burnt out mattress. And then we see this kind of red area of the mattress. And we have found out by going back to those documents filed with the LA Innocence Project that there was a gas can put on top of it when they removed it. That's why some of that was preserved. So we'll wait to see what the courts will rule on that.
That makes sense. I know there's a loud motorcycle there, but I heard what you said, that the gas can was on top of that, and when they removed it, that area was preserved, and that's why they might be able to actually get something out of that. That makes sense, or maybe has some DNA on it. And if it's Laci's DNA, it is over. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.